You know, I think I really need to consider putting in some sort of like background music kind of thing, something that's like copyright free kind of thing. That might be something worth doing, I think. Absolutely. Actually, I think there's something else I need to do. Hang on. Cesario, how's it going, dude? Dudette? Person? Game time. Oh, I need to update that. That would help. Yes. So how are we doing tonight, Cesario? Get a chance to play this at all? This the one and only synthetic greed? I think so. My name's pretty unique. Kind of part of the reason why I picked it. So yes, this should hopefully be the one and only me. Now there's other people that have used the name synthetic. I use that name kind of as a casual name. So if people want to call me synthetic or call me Sin, that's fine. I actually prefer that because synthetic greed is like a mouthful. I'm doing good, just being mad that the Rams lost Super Bowl. I'm with you, dude. But tell you what, man, them Pats are tough. Got Brady, Belichick, that offense and defense. Quite honestly, not sure if you ever played Warcraft, but there was that saying from, what was that one villain where he says, "You were not prepared." And that's exactly what it was. They were not prepared. So I'm going to give this maybe a minute or two. See if some people want to kind of come in, and then we'll start the intro. And then, yes, I have some videos that I haven't uploaded, but I went ahead and captured. And I think it'd be kind of be a good idea because, unfortunately, the demo came down about 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock my time, Eastern time. But there's some gameplay I think that would be kind of good to good to watch. And I'm really liking the game. So yeah, Cesaro, did you get a chance to play this? Oh, I have a notification from something. It's one of the yeah, who cares? Literally as I was about the Super Bowl. So explain that, Cesario. You say he put his hand up. Was he signaling an injury? I'm not sure. Oh, you've never heard of this game, Anthem? You haven't heard of it? Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. We've been live for 4 minutes. So I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get this intro started, and then we're gonna go through some gameplay. Of course, this isn't live because the demo has been brought down for the last almost 3 hours now. And it will go live again. Well, the full version comes out the 22nd of February. So, without further ado, start the stream. I'm going to give the Patriots offense an extra 20 seconds, and it happened multiple times. Look it up on YouTube. Tom Brady cheating. I will. I will. Yeah, I'll look that up. Absolutely. Okay, without further ado, start playing Anthem. You got any questions, please feel free to ask. Stuff like that. Now, this footage that I got here was before I kind of decked out the suit I was using. There's 3 different suits. Oh, and let me know if the audio of anything, if the mic's too loud or the game audio's too loud. Mic down a smidge. Yeah, this I was doing right here. This was like what they call like a world mission. That's what those little purple things are doing. And actually, I was wanting to get some different shots, maybe for some sort of intro video, and I ended up doing this. So then I had to reset all the HUD, the heads-up display stuff, kind of back to normal. And as you can see, I was fumbling with it, so I just had to hit R to reset it to default. Still just a little buggy, but it's a demo. I mean, can't expect a whole lot out of that. I just got I got mean hugged by one of them scorpion things. I mean, I really feel the action felt really good in this. At times it was really fast-paced, but then I felt the control of my suit, of my character. It felt really fluid, though. It felt quick. You know, I could react to just about everything that the you know, I was going up against. So I felt it was, you know, it was definitely an even trade-off. It's different if something's fast or hard, but does the player have the, what's the words I want to use? If he has the capabilities and abilities to, you know, react to that, to have a counter to that. And with these world events, you know, there's some elites, there's some tougher monsters to kill. And then, yeah, that's an ultimate right there. That's using your X ability. That's pretty wow. That does a crap ton of damage. But the world events, there's some elites to kill. Some of the world events, you might want to have a buddy or two. Absolutely. But ones like this, I was able to solo myself. And then you get some XP, you might get some gear. And a lot of times there's a treasure you can pick up as well. And actually, I was able to make my suit look like Iron Man, but kind of like a variant of it, kind of like a rogue Iron Man looking suit. I was really, really impressed with it. Yay! I'm hoping maybe one day I'll be able to get like Jarvis from Iron Man to do the voice for your suit. I would really, really like that. Yeah, and doing free roam, you go out, you try to get some supplies, resources, especially for crafting. Kind of what that's for. And I have maybe 2, maybe 3 videos after this. I have another one that's an hour, and I think that's with the newer looking suit that I made. The flying is really, really cool in this game. Really like it. You can hover. You can just kind of coast. You can kind of haul ass. Felt really good. Yeah, those embers, you use that to craft. And common items, if you get those diamond-looking things that have, items of different rarities, you have to wait until you go back to the fort before you find out what those are. And then you could kind of change your loadout that way. Yeah, I think here I was pressing the directional, the actual arrow keys on my keyboard, and it was making the light move real weird. Yeah, I got some real nice boss battles coming up. I don't know if I have any in this one. I think this is the one I get in a big fight, but I actually go down. It's just too tough for one person. But I went down swinging. I went down like a champ. So that's all that really matters, right? Right. So, what kind of games you into, Cesario? Anything in particular? Fortnite? That's a popular one. PUBG? Minecraft? And have you ever played Destiny at all? Yeah, actually with chests and other things you can loot, you can just actually, like, literally shoot them instead of using the loot button. But I tell you what, if you get in a nasty boss fight or elite battle kind of by yourself, then you start running out of ammo. That's where you got to kind of be conservative, kind of mix things up. Hopefully there's ads or regular kind of troops you can kill to get your ammo back. That's how you get it back. Now those creatures, yeah, those right there as well. They're all the same kind, but they're actually very passive. So I think those are one of the 2 creatures you run into that actually don't try to kill your face off of your face. And you know what I need to do? One of my next videos I do, because I'm thinking I might get this game now. Might want to check out the video I put out that I actually uploaded, but need to do some old AC/DC music in the background. Yeah, this fight was a biatch. But the aiming felt good, the weapons felt good. The grenades, they have a recharge rate. Yeah, that's my ultimate, and I accidentally popped it, and then once you do that, even though I canceled it, then it had a cooldown, so. Yeah, that machine gun that you get, the one that I'm using now, that to me is kind of my favorite. It fires at a really good rate, but then also if I just want to do single fire with it or just kind of slow it down, the aim seems to be, the aim's really tight, and I can just pat, 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 pat. Like I said, I don't want to, go full rock and roll on them. Because like I said, I'm kind of more of a lone wolf, so if I got a group like this, then I said you got to conserve ammo. Yeah, I was taking some fire from the wyverns that fly overhead. God, those things suck. Yeah, Valkyries, especially the frost ones. Good lord. They're rough. I mean, the good thing is with the Valkyries is that once you pop their shields, then they'll descend out of the air, and they're kind of something that you need to take out ASAP. Yeah, there, I didn't get to her quick enough, and her shield's recharged. Yeah, and like I said, Cesario, let me know how the anyone else that's watching, let me know how the video looks. Let me know how the audio is, especially the sound levels, because this is my new rig, and this is the first live stream I've done with it, and I would just want to make sure that everything's as good as it can be, because I try to pay attention very, very much to quality. Yeah, I think this is the fight where I might go down a time or two, because this fight is just brutal. Good ultimate right there. Yeah, and they release frost hounds at you too. So I don't even have 5 seconds to sit there and scratch my head, because they're just coming at you. But it's fun. It's fun. I like it. You did all this great. Well, thank you. I appreciate the feedback on that. So, what do you think of the game so far, Cesario? To me, it definitely had, like... ran right into that. This game really had a Destiny kind of feel to it, but then again, it wasn't. It's made by BioWare, and I think it was Bungie, the makers of Halo, that made Destiny. All right. Well, hey, Cesario, thanks for stopping by, man. Have a good day at school. And as always, till next time. Yeah. Oh, yeah, those dudes walking in the shields, those guys suck. This is definitely a mission you needed like 3 people for. Or someone that had some better gear than I did. The little shock troopers, they didn't bother me so much. I wasn't concerned about them. But it's the Valkyries that float up, the kind of the casters. And those dudes that are walking with the shields. I can't remember what they're called. Because I think, yeah, Storm Brutes, that's what they are. Yeah, those guys are vicious. It probably would have been a lot easier if I would have had another Colossus. Excuse me, someone to tank. And then maybe had a Storm Armor. Storm Javelin, I'm sorry. Where they could kind of add some elements to kind of keep these guys in check, because, yeah, not only are they elites, but they have shields. And if you don't keep hammering them, their shields regen. You got to take their shields down all over again. Yeah, at this point, I'm trying to get vantage points, trying to make sure my shields recharge, kind of trying to single them out as much as I can, at least to get the targeted ones down. But I was taking out all the grunts and the shock troopers like nothing. You know, that's not what was bothering me. But then, you know, I was having at least four of the shielded elites to try to take on. Yeah, and that's a legendary. That's not just an elite, that's a legendary. But of course, like I said, this battle, I know I did not win. I went down swinging as hard as I could. But it was fun. I enjoyed it. And even with keyboard controls, it felt good, you know? I felt like I could respond. I could respond to anything that they threw at me. And like you see here, this is what happens when you're going solo and you don't have just trash mobs or ads to take out. I was running out of ammo. I literally had nothing I could do. I couldn't put enough damage on them. Yeah, and I think one-shotted by that Valkyrie, all your shields are gone. Forget it. I think it might be kind of at this point, I'm kind of sensing defeat in this encounter. Of course, I can't climb a rock to save my ass, but, you know, but hey, that's fine. Oh, lucky me! I found a chest out there. Sweet. Okay. But I'm pretty sure I go back to that fight because I get bullheaded. I get a little stubborn. It's like, well, I will absolutely try to take them out. Now I tell you what, seeing the abilities from like the other suits, I'm not sure how well they do, like as far as like, I don't know, using weapons. But I'm pretty sure it's the is it the storm one that uses the elements. I know it seems like they can do a crap ton of damage. And if I maybe read the game correctly, that was that the 3 suits that you get to maybe pick from, that those are the basic suits. They have even more after that. So that really intrigues me a little bit. Oh yeah, I think I kill some of these guys, I can actually get some ammo back. Kills really feel satisfying in this game too. Especially some of the big boys. I think something they maybe should have added, maybe to the Ranger, the suit that you kind of use by default, other than the flight, I think that they should have, well, I take that back, because they have the, which one is it? There's a suit they say that it's the fastest moving out of them. But I think you should have like an emergency boost that just goes at like Mach 3 and gets you the hell out of Dodge. Because there's times I'm getting overwhelmed and I want to fly and get away, and I'm still getting nicked even at full speed. But maybe that other suit has something like that. I don't know. I'd like to see something like that. Foxer, what's going on? Just watching some video captures that I had now that the demo for Anthem's all done with, and I don't know, wanting to see if anyone that came in that has played the game or hasn't played the game and kind of want to maybe get their input on it. I think it has a lot of potential, so I'm going to be keeping a real close eye on it. Have you played this at all, Foxer? Oh, so the Ash Valkyries maybe are fire, and then the Frost Valkyries obviously are frost. Okay. That makes sense. Frost Valkyries suck. Now, why here? Why didn't I pop my ultimate? I don't know. I think with just... Oh, there I did it, but aim for everyone else. Daryl St. Jean, hype for the release. Yeah, I am too. I was kind of a little bit on the ropes, actually, and then now that I really had a chance to sit down and play it, and then I don't know if any of you guys had a chance to take out some of the giants that were roaming around in the free mode, but I know they were a ton of fun. Ton of fun. Loved it. In fact, I do have a video of me and some other people taking on one of the giants, one of the big ones.
There's a gate. Be ready for anything.
Yeah, and they warp in more. But at least they're trash mobs, though, so at least with that, I could try to get some ammo back, but I threw that grenade like clearing the nosebleed section. But hey, I'm soloing all this stuff, so... You did solo one of them? Yeah, I was able to solo them on normal. Hard, forget it. And I don't know if you ever had the problem of it, but there was some I would engage, and then like after 5 minutes they would despawn and respawn again. So essentially I just had to leave the server and then hopefully connect to a different one where they weren't having that despawn problem. And there were some I was able to take down. But yeah, I'm sorry, the fighting and battles in this game were amazing. I mean, I don't have any complaints about them. Completely whiffed the melee on that, but hey, that's okay. Like I said, it's me against like 50, so I'll allow it. I'll allow that. There is some room for mistakes on that. I'm honestly kind of curious how long I kept this fight up, because I know I was at it for a while. Oh yeah, that's great. Their best is headed at me and having a problem just taking out the guys that have been here since the beginning. Oh, you ran the stronghold, yeah. Now, see, unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to run the stronghold. I was going to try, but then it was kind of getting about the time the demo was going to end, so that's why I just went ahead and did free play. Now, I'm actually curious if any of your stats are going to be saved from the demo. What was my option for the second? I actually picked the Colossus. And I kind of didn't like it. I guess I'm more of a DPS kind of person. Or to the fact that I didn't have enough time to use it enough. So... Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was this fight that I did that I kind of realized that there's some fights you cannot do alone. No matter how hard you try, no matter how hard you push, you just have to walk away from it. And maybe if I remember right, this battle, I started to take down the elites one by one. You start clean. I kind of figured you would. I don't know. Do you think that pre-order or VIP people get any sort of bonus to that, you think? I didn't look at all the perks of getting a VIP. Or getting like one of the higher price downloads. Yeah, I think that they made the mistake of just limiting you to choosing one other one once you hit level 12. I think level 12 is where you got to pick another one. I think you should have just been able to switch back and forth between the three or four. Yeah, 2 Frost Valkyries right next to one another. Oh no, the one's a storm. That's where the lightning was coming from. Okay. You see, I'm picking up on different little details now. That I didn't when I was playing, just because, holy crap, you go in for a few seconds, you gotta do damage and get the hell out. Yeah, as soon as I brought her shield down, I went to do as much damage as I could. Yeah, and then of course she got full shields back, so... Skins, cosmetics, and maybe a few days early. Okay, yeah. Which, I mean, ideally, playing maybe a few days early, to me, that's really not worth, what, the extra $20, $30 you might pay for that? Oh, good flight into the metal pole. Yeah, I'm trying to give this Valkyrie everything I got. But no shields. getting froze. I should almost title this video "What Not to Do Solo." Especially not with the gear score that I got. Oh, I did get her down.
There. Very glad that guy's
Oh, and I did get her. Sweet.
to the rest. Situation is dangerous. We need to clear out this threat.
Oh, you got to keep the cosmetics after that? Oh, well, props to you, dude. Dudette. Now, if we kept track, I took out 2 Valkyries. This is when I was starting, excuse me, I was starting to take their elites down. And then I think what happened was that I got caught in a corner, caught by a tree, caught by something, and then I think that 2 or 3 of them just unloaded on me. And my health, I was immediately just drained, and there was no one in the area to bring me up, so I had to cancel and respawn. So yep, that was it. It's like the Storm Valkyrie just came and shocked me, and I'm like, help, help, help me, help me. What titles do they have available that you would consider playing, Daryl? Let me ask you that, because the Origin Access, I heard it's really hit and miss. Just to save all of us some torture, God, oh, that doesn't order a preview. Where am I at? 38, 30. Yeah, I think there I went ahead and respawned. So. Kind of an odd question for you, Daryl, but have you ever played any of the Battlefields? Titanfall 1 and 2. Yeah, Titanfall looked good. And I don't know if you ever watched Slipgator, but he's a real big fan of the Titanfalls. And yeah, they look good. I've watched him play that a couple times. In fact, I even was it the Titanfall demo they had out? I actually put a video or 2 up on that. Fun game. Had a good concept. It seems like the jumping and hitting the flight buttons in this, they just seem so smooth. It seems that, you know, it's just right. It works. Typically, I double jump and then go into flight, and then other players I've run into, they've done the same thing. You know, double jump and then do the flight. Well, you've played Battlefield 2. Have you played any of the recent ones? Either 4.1 or 4.1 or 2. It's actually a true story, but back in November, I actually got banned on Battlefield 4 because they detected I was using some sort of cheat, which I thought was absolute BS. And so, yeah, the account that I have on Origin, I have to buy the game all over again on a different account if I ever want to play. I don't know if you've ever heard of that, but that's Punk Buster for you. And it's funny on why now the new Battlefields don't use Punk Buster. They use Fair Fight. None of the recent ones? Okay. Well, the thing about Battlefield, because I have Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, and Battlefield 1, and I got all of those for like $5 at different times. Battlefield 3, I'm still good. And like I said, it wasn't until November. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I couldn't get a straight answer out of the Punk Buster reps, but they were like, at first, oh, well, we didn't detect this an error, so if you just want to remove the program that's cheating, then, you know, maybe we could work something out. And I said, well, I'm not cheating. I'm not doing anything. And then they gave a reply back. I'm going back and forth with them. And then they said, well, if you have an idea of the program that might have been falsely flagging our system, you know, let us know and we work something out. And I said, okay, what are you guys looking for? I have very few programs running in the background. You guys got to help me out. And then, of course, I wrote back, well, I'm glad that we maybe decided that this was all done in error, so I'll be looking at my account getting unbanned. And, of course, they haven't unbanned me, which I thought was BS. So, of course, I will never support Punk Buster. Because if I would have paid full price for that game, like some people have, oh, I would be sending some emails and making some phone calls as to why I can't play online with my retail price game because I was falsely accused of cheating. And guess what? It has happened so many times. It's unbelievable. Just a fair warning. Battlefield 1 and on doesn't use Punk Buster. They use Fair Fight. So you'll be good with that. Punk Buster, don't trust them. Because if that happens, then you have to go through Punk Buster service, not EA Games. Because they are completely separate entities. If you get banned on Punk Buster, you have to go through Punk Buster. EA has nothing to do with that. That is the million-dollar question, Daryl. That last comment that you sent. I mean, I understand if they don't kind of divulge all the information that they detect, because then what happens is that if people know some ins and outs on Punk Buster's end, then they might have a workaround for that. Which I do understand that, but it's basically the scenario is, well, we detected that you're cheating on your system, but then you're like, well, no, I'm not. I'm literally not. The only game I've ever, quote, modded, or, quote, well, it's not even a cheat, but modded was Fallout 4. And I don't even use that trainer program anymore. But you're basically, you are guilty and you have to prove your innocence. That to me is the BS of it. I think they should have a list of programs that maybe they should list and say, do not run these programs in the background, as they may flag a false detection for a cheating program. I think that would clear up a lot of smoke with that. So yeah, if it depends on the classification of how you were detected. And since mine was technically the, quote, Punkbuster database, which I still think it's BS, because I remember the match that I was playing. I got kicked mid-match, and I kept getting this message where, oh, this game hack is detected. Please disable it before playing the game. And I'm like, I'm not cheating. So I'm going to go ahead and just re-log in. Well, after a little bit, it became a ban, and then I talked to another, trying to think. It's another entity that deals with bans where if you're maybe banned not on Punkbuster's end, but maybe on EA's end, and you can talk to them, but depending on what you're flagged for, which I was flagged for, it detected something on my computer that said I was cheating. They're like, well, we're sorry, we did hear your case, but you have to take this up with Punkbuster. Yeah, anything, Daryl. Yeah, I was like, you guys need to give me something to go off of. I mean, some people, like, let's say if you're using a Razer keyboard, or even some mouse software that affects your DPI, your dots per inch, that does anything of that. Oh, that is hilarious. Yeah, I learned not to destroy those barrels anymore. But yeah, they gave me no assistance whatsoever. They're just like, well, too bad, so sad, you can't play. Well, I can play the game single player, and I can play on servers that are not guarded by anti-cheat software, by Punkbuster. But it's like, well, that's the reason I play on Punkbuster servers. I play on official servers 100% of the time. Why? Because I don't want to play with cheaters if I can help it. I believe in a fair game. If I get my ass handed to me, if it was fair and square, I'll be the first to give you a fist pound and say, GG, dude. So yeah, I can play the game, just not how I want it. So I'm like, okay, fine, keep your money. Keep my $5. Yeah, I'll never support Punkbuster again. You could even look up my gamer tag on... hang on, let me see if I can find it. Oh, I did not want to do that. Yeah, it's called BF4DB, the Battlefield 4 database. You can look up my gamer tag and it will show that I am a, quote, 100% cheater and that I am banned off of servers. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, play fair or go home. Or if they want to have separate servers where if people want to experiment with different trainer programs, or if they want to experiment, if they want to have people cheat and have headshot on all the time, that's fine. But I don't want to play on them servers. I want nothing to do with them. And like I said, it's the fact that I was guilty and I had to prove my innocence. And I'm like, dude, literally come and come to my house. I will show you my programs on my computer. You're not going to find anything. I mean, I've heard of some cheats that some players use, but I don't know the programs that run them. I have never downloaded them. That's the disappointing thing with Battlefield, at least with Battlefield 3 and 4. And I think it's funny that Battlefield doesn't use Punkbuster anymore. I know Punkbuster, they've covered COD as well. I don't know if they do any more, though. Like I said, now I know at least Battlefield 1 uses Fair Fight. Oh, get wrecked, nerd. Boy, when that ultimate hits just one thing, it's crazy how much damage that thing does. Let's see, how much time do I got left on this video? Not a lot of time, so we'll be able to start the second video here in just a little bit. And even some of these firefights here in the close quarters, like I said, they feel good. Whether you're sprinting or maybe setting a shield up. Oh, more of those ass wipes. Oh, did he just teleport? Wow, that was nuts. You never liked the COD franchise? There's some good ones. A lot of people talk about the great ones. It's Modern Warfare, which is COD 4. Modern Warfare 2, which that's where well, actually, it was the COD 3? The one with World War 2. That one was good. Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2. Those are kind of the ones I think I would stop at. Am I disappointed there's no PvP? I think I'm disappointed that they didn't give you a taste of that. They didn't demo that. In fact, my opinion, since next weekend, obviously, you know, we have to wait approximately 2 weeks for the game to launch. They should have a demo of the PvP, where it's just PvP. And actually, thank God that the makers of this game decided to have an open demo instead of where you had to pre-purchase the game to play it. And I'm like, well, I don't want to spend money on a game that I might not... Oh, did he just heal? Holy crap. But no, yeah, I am disappointed that you couldn't see anything of it. But it might not be finalized, though. because I know something that the was it the kind of the CEO of the game was saying, especially about the VIP demo that was, what, last weekend, 2 weekends ago? He did say that they did have problems on their end, you know, like server problems. They didn't expect to have the server loads that they did, and, you know, stuff like that. Oh, it's not even going to be in game at launch? Okay. Well, that's not a bad thing. My opinion is, for game developers, get it right and don't put out garbage. If you have to make players wait a week, wait a month, wait a year before they get something out that's 100% right, then do that. Make them wait, because if it's good enough, they will wait for it. Absolutely, they will wait for it. Like, for example, look at Rare. Look at what they've done with Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead Redemption. Especially the last ones that come out. Some of the greatest games and game launches in video game history, because they take their time. They make sure it's right when it launches. Now, I will say, GTA 5, they definitely had server problems when they first launched. I don't know what was up with that, but still, with all the stuff they've added, there is so much to do. It's a good game. It's a great game. And even in GTA, there's even PvP in that. But Rare, like I said, and end of the day, they did it right before they kind of put it out, which is why you have to wait years before they come out with another title. Some hiccups here and there, I understand that. Completely understand that. Yeah, those things do teleport. I didn't notice that. Aha, get wrecked, nerd. Daryl, did you say that you played Destiny or no? Yeah, shotguns are stupid in this game. I think it's at this point I consider that battle a lost cause, just because there was just wave after wave after wave after wave. I might have been kind of running out of time during the day too. Yeah, this is getting close to the end. Be able to fire up the next one. Oh, you did get the base game. Okay. Yeah, I had some of my friends saying, dude, Destiny, get it. It's the most amazing game. And yeah, there were some good qualities about that game, but oh my God, It got so old so fast. Which is disappointing. I pretty much got that at launch. So... okay. We're going to get this next video started here. Hold on. That. 1 second. There we go. Got the next one up. Yeah, this one I did a mission, and this is the suit I made look like Iron Man.
Can't get further in. Door's locked. But we found an odd-looking device of some kind. Doesn't look like something the Shapers made. I don't read anything from it.
Who are you? Was another team sent? The relic. The relic. Changed me.
Are you hearing that? Who is that?
Yeah, I don't know what it was about Destiny, but good God, it got boring just so quick. I don't know. It's not the game for me, I guess.
Dominion. I should have guessed. I've heard they possess a device that can overwhelm Shaper constructs.
The strange box.
Could we use it? You have to know how to activate it.
There's a Dominion camp close by. Perhaps we'll find a clue there.
Why are the Dominion here? How could they know about... Oh,
What did you do?
I, sent a message to a colleague at the Academy about what I found.
It was intercepted, then.
I think between me and the group that we had for this mission, we tore through it pretty good. Using the 3-shot marksman rifle. Not bad, not bad. There, good melee attack. Tell you what, man, them marksman rifles hit pretty good.
Good work. Let's figure out what the Dominion know about the ruin and the manifold.
I'll look around for clues.
We found some kind of voice recording.
Forced entry with a version of the monitor's device. One trooper entered
Spawn SK Live.
Commanded to
You don't
hold
play.
all
You don't
services.
play. Explain.
Device were returned to camp
You don't
safely.
just play Anthem?
Scouts succumbed to
What do
injury
you
on the
play?
way out.
You gotta play something, right?
We have not heard from the trooper inside the ruin.
signets then. That's what we need.
I'll send you the location of nearby Dominion camp.
But then, of course, my opinion and the opinion of most other YouTubers is that you don't have to play the game to, like, you know, enjoy watching it. That's been one of the controversies with that whole thing, that whole subject. Well, why don't you just play the game instead of watching it? Well, there's a lot of times I just rather watch than play myself, and I've been a gamer since the early 80s. I've got no problems with that. Some parents, they like watching their kids play. You know, they might not like to play, but okay, Daryl. Yeah, I got your screen name. Believe it or not, I would say more than likely, I'm probably going to use my tax return money and get this game. So yeah, if I get it, yeah, I'm gonna need some guys to play with. Because that was one of the big things with Destiny that really kind of put a thorn in my side. The same thing with WoW. Any sort of massive, you know, MMO-ish game was depending on other people, especially a pickup group. You just group up with, you know, random people to run a dungeon, an instance, whatever. And a lot of the times you run into people that just don't know what they're doing, when they kind of should, you know. Yeah, Daryl, I mean, I've had, you know, a lot of my subscribers ask, well, hey, play Fortnite. And I played maybe 3, maybe 5 matches. And believe it or not, I've had more fun playing PUBG. It's just not my thing. I'm not knocking Fortnite because I think what they've done, you know, for the gaming community, it's a free game. All the entertainment that they've provided for people, I tip my hat to them. I really do. But not everybody plays Fortnite. Not everybody plays Call of Duty. Not everybody plays Warcraft. That's fine. I'm completely fine with that.
I think we found one of the signets, but we need to get rid of the Dominion security around it. I'll get this decrypted as quickly as possible.
Yeah, absolutely, Daryl. Like I said, if there's anything that might make this game iffy for me to get, is looking at the support from the company making it. Making sure that they fix things, they patch things, they update things. I mean, I think it's good that they admitted that there were some things that weren't solid on their end for the demo, but they were taking steps to do it. Okay, which I think take steps to fix things. That's a step in the right direction. But as long as they're on top of their game,
Sending you the location.
because there's a lot of people that want to play this game, and I'm really one of them. But then again, I don't want to play a broken game or a garbage game. You know what I'm saying? It's just fair to everyone. If I'm going to give the game developer $60, I want a fully functioning game that's not going to have any problems, or minimal. I understand some problems may arise that they may have to patch. I'm cool with that. Absolutely cool with that. So I might give it a few days maybe after launch, and then see what other players are saying about it. You know what I'm saying? Kind of let them be the guinea pig for it. Kind of like, coast is clear, come on in, or oh my god, this is garbage, don't buy this game. I just want to make sure that my money's going in the correct place. Because, you know, after it launches, I think once you buy it, you own it. You can't get your money back for it. Not like Steam. That's one good thing about Steam games. That if you get a game on Steam, you try it out for a little while, and for whatever reason you don't like it, there's a cutoff point where you can ask for a refund. Which that is smart. Smart move. That's good customer service right there. Because there's games I've played, and I'm like, wow, you want to know what? This isn't worth my $30, $40, but I only played it 30 minutes. You know, get a hold of them, they'll give you your money back. Of course, you don't have the game anymore, which I'm like, fine, take the game, I don't want it. And then you get your money back. I don't know if Origin or EA has that kind of policy. Oh, you'll be one of the guinea pigs? Yeah. Yeah, you said you kind of got it already, so... And actually, when the stream ends, I'll go ahead and add you on Origin, just to say that I did. But I guess a good thing that leans me toward wanting to get this game is the fact that it's BioWare. And correct me if I'm wrong, but BioWare they've made pretty good games. They don't, in my opinion, they don't have a bad reputation. That's what I'm looking at. That was a crazy quick flight that I did. I'm the only one that got frozen out of that? That is crap. I'm going to call BS on that. That's fine, though. Daryl, what was the name of the Javelin that's the fastest one? Is it the Interceptor? Is that the name of it? I'm trying to get my name straight. The Interceptor, okay. What times do I normally stream? If anything, it would be kind of about this time-ish during the week. But I haven't streamed a whole lot lately. If anything, I've been doing uploads. Just there's some kind of backstory to that. Yeah, Mass Effect, that's the game I was thinking of. Yeah, that's a really good game. I've never played it, but I've seen people play it. And, yeah, Mass Effect, that's a classic game. I hope that they add some background music to some of these, especially when you're, you know, in kind of a good fight, because that's definitely what the game needs. I mean, I appreciate the game sounds, but I figure if I ever do recordings, then I'm gonna have to add my own. Yeah, bad dog.
Upload the signets. Let's hope this works.
One way to find out. Head back to the ruin and try to open that door.
I think I see that argument kind of going either way. I think it should be the preference of the player. Because there's plenty of games. I mean, think about movies. They have epic fight movies and whatever. I mean, it doesn't have to be blaring your headphones and blowing your eardrums out. But just you know, some ambience, something in the background. Because when you're in, well, in this game, for example, if you're in a free roam kind of thing and you start getting into combat, there's like a combat-ish kind of music that starts in the background. That's fine. Just a filler. That's what I'm looking for, is a filler. Yeah, those wyverns, I don't know if you've ever tangled with them things, but those things suck. I don't even know what happened there. Oh, Daryl, have you ever played Monster Hunter? You know, that's a game I played quite a bit of when it launched. I'd like to get back into it. Actually, I want to get it for PC, but the thing is, all the time I've put into it, I'd have to start completely over again, which I do not want to do. When I figured out what they were, I didn't die to them, but holy crap, I ran. I was like, these things are evil. You need to die. Tested Dauntless. I have never played Dauntless. Time I got on this. I have 5 minutes. You only tried Dauntless because of Monster Hunter. I'll have to check Dauntless out. I don't even remember what the game's about. And like I was saying before, something that gets me, that really gets me with this game is just the movements and everything. They seem to fit. They feel good. The flying, the agility, the jumping, the flying, you know, the evasive maneuvers. That's what feels really good. Gameplay to me is one of the, you know, it's very important to me with games. If a game controls like shit, then what makes you think I'm going to want to play it, or anyone else for that matter? Very similar to Monster Hunter. Okay. Now this Dauntless game, is that on Steam? Is that a Steam game? Yeah, wreck, nerd.
Were behaving strangely. They seemed confused. But enough about that. We should move on and figure out how to get the manifold.
Yeah, exactly, Daryl. Now, there was a small amount of maybe control glitches. Small amount of glitches from some of the controls. Like, actually, it's when I had a marksman rifle. Sometimes hitting the reload button actually caused it to fire, or sometimes trying to hit my ultimate, the X button, it wouldn't hit. You know, just a few little minor things, but overall, it felt really good. It's a standalone title. Okay.
Barriers down. Be as careful as you can. The manifold is fragile.
I thought this quest was hilarious, especially when you got the manifold back to what's his name and what it did to him. Oh my God, that was original. That was pretty good. That's actually pretty much it for that guy. So then like I think I only have one more. No, I got more than that. I should. Yeah, I've got two more videos after this. About another 20 minutes. Go ahead and switch this over just real quick. Go. I'm actually pretty curious to see how story-driven this is going to be. Because if you think about it, that typically a more massive multiplayer game might not have a really good, let's say, single story play, you know. Not saying it can't be done. And of course, I'm not expecting anything like a well-polished Resident Evil single-player campaign where it's only just single-player. I understand that there's kind of a line, a boundary to that, but
No trace of the Dominion so far.
oh, it's all good, Daryl. Hey, man, appreciate you stopping by and checking things out.
Can't you let anyone
Like I said, I got about 20 minutes left of video, and then, yeah, I'm going to be looking at winding down myself. But thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. Like I said, expect a friend invite on Origin here shortly. Maybe we can do some gaming. And if you're taking off for the night, then hope you have a good night. And as always, till next time. It's kind of a trademarked ending that I do. But yeah, this live stream will be uploaded if you want to check my channel out. There's another video up where I did some other gameplay.
Looks like we've cleared out the Scorpions. That'll make it easier to continue the investigation. Those are not normal remains. Looks like some kind of goo.
blood?
It doesn't look like blood to me.
Decomposition? Too quick. Unlikely. Perhaps the manifold. Side effect of division?
Let's get some samples.
Agreed.
That's really gross.
Bring the samples to Aruna.
Okay, sounds good, Daryl. Like I said, appreciate you watching. Thank you.
Interrupt reality. There are side effects. specializes in that. She's on expedition helping the Sentinels.
On it.
Good flight. Look at me. Try hard in the loading screen.
I don't like this. You don't like anything. Dominion soldiers dissolving is bad news. Relax. We shouldn't jump to conclusions. So you're just gonna sit around. Where are you going?
What's happening? Will this argument wait until I get back to the fort?
Sumner's left. He just got up and left.
Left the lab?
I don't know. Just find a route to Paul. We'll deal with this back here.
And wyverns. Gotta love them.
The Sentinels are under attack from stars. They're going to need your help.
Yeah, I don't know what this one player was doing. They must have rushed ahead of us and then absolutely got their face ripped off of them. Did I play with a controller? No. Mouse and keyboard the whole time. Which I'm kind of surprised. Because with this much movement, I feel more comfortable with a controller. But like I said, since things felt really, really good, then I stuck with mouse and controller. I just had to adjust a little bit of mouse sensitivity, but other than that.
Where's the Runa call?
The Scars took her. They took most of the Arcanists. I'll show you.
You're hurt. Stay here. I'll handle it.
Be careful. There's an Ascari leading them. Huge, dangerous. It's been making trouble.
Go, team, go!
A makeshift prison camp? The kidnapped Arcanists. The Scars have them in cages here.
Okay, well, my question is... Oh, wow, good melee. Yeah, I didn't know that you could fly up, and then if you hit melee, you would, like, turn into Thor and then just smash the ground. But that Colossus, how does he have shields? I didn't have shields with my Colossus. Unless maybe that has to do with him physically having a shield up. No, he's got shields on my screen. He doesn't have a shield up. Whoa, sound. What happened? Oh, I think this is one of the times the sound glitched on me, so I had to play kind of deaf. Did you ever have that problem, Daryl? Yeah. When I played the Colossus, the control button made the physical shield come up, but this guy, I'm actually getting a shield reading on, you know, just his, uh, like, icon. Yeah, and people rushing in and doing stupid things was why, you know, games like Destiny, I wasn't able to finish some, you know, instance runs because they were stupid, didn't know what they were doing, and I didn't have friends that played the game, so I always had to do a pickup group or a pug, and it just became just stupid just to even try to get kind of better gear, so that was another big turnoff for me. This sound glitch has actually happened. It happened quite a few times to me, actually. Oh, you had the same thing? Okay, so I wasn't alone on that. Well, we can just pretend that there's, you know, these awesome sounds and gunshots and explosions and all this other crap. Yeah, good God, I'm getting my face ripped off right there. I figured at this point I would at least kind of go behind the boss and take out these kind of ranged snipers. Figures you know, it was the least I could do. You know, we had a Colossus that could try to take the front, then had the other two guys working on the boss. I figured, well, I could kind of do ads. Pouring on that damage right now. At least the good thing that I picked up, at least pretty much when the demo was brought down, was that the shield that I had actually blocked any ranged attacks that came in it. So that was real handy against those giants or the Ash Titans. Because they had that one attack where they would reach into the ground and then raise their hand up in the air, and then they launched a flaming heat seeker towards you. Well, that shield would block that, so I didn't have to get scorched when I had to go up against that. So, okay, looks like this one's done. We got one more, which is one actually against a giant. This one's real short. All right, last one. 7 minutes, if that. Yeah. The fact that I just blocked it right there. And with this here, yeah, I'm trying to get the attention of those other three. Like, hey, we got a big boy here. We can all go at him if we want. I started to get really good on taking these giants out. And something I figured out is when parts of his body started to glow, you know, when he was doing his magic or whatever that he did, those were actually weak points. Yeah, you can't outrun them things either. But yeah, I thought these Titans were awesome to fight. Even if by yourself, you know. A little late on that. Almost had the shield up on time. It seems like the Titan spawns more of those little elementals with the more players that's around it. Oh, that flame wave, that attack sucks too. I would literally just try to save my grenade just for these elementals. If I could get them grouped up really good, and then I could take out a whole pack of them. Yeah, good place to stand when that flame wave comes through. Because when I was facing these Titans solo, I'd be lucky to get 4 or 5 elementals. But now that there's like 4 of us, it's like there's 3 or 4 elementals per player. Which is fine. It just made it even more intense. So, you know, I was about that. But yeah, I'm glad they threw these Titans in there kind of toward the end. Oh yeah, and when the Titan uses his chest weapon, that is just scary. I just want to curl up in a ball. And something I thought that was really cool about the elementals is that they're basically suicide mobs. You know, as soon as they got close to you, they would just detonate. That was a good ultimate on that. That flame wave, it not only does it do just, you know, it messes you up, but it looks really, really good too. Yeah, and that chest weapon that thing has, it reminds me of, what were they called, destroyers on Thor? Just does so much damage. God, it's such a fun fight. Burning Finger. Love that name. Okay, that's pretty much it for tonight, folks. Appreciate you guys stopping by, checking out these videos. Like I said, we're just looking at some gameplay that I had recorded that I didn't have a chance to edit or upload. So, figured I'd have a stream and just kind of watch it with you guys. We could kind of have a conversation about the game. So, yeah, awesome, awesome, sweet. Yeah, like I said, that chest cannon is terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. But Daryl, anyone else that has come by, appreciate you guys stopping by, checking the video out. I'm going to go ahead and sign off, get me a little kind of late night snack. Got a long day tomorrow. Yeah, good times. Really looking forward to seeing what this game has to offer. And I hope it does well. I really do. So, with that said, one more time, thanks guys for stopping by. Hope to see you guys later. And as always, till next time. Bye-bye, everybody.